Hello, everyone. Good morning and welcome to Morning Verses with Mike this morning. Thank you so much for hopping in and joining me. If you are joining me for the first time, I really appreciate it. Do me a favor, share a verse that is impacting you in the sidebar, and we would love to have that as a future discussion. I'd love to have a continued discussion after today. That would be awesome. So each morning I get up at 6:15 a.m. and I share a verse from the New Living Translation, Every Man's Bible. So that's what we'll be reading from this morning. And I am reading this morning. I've got some cool new stuff to go on here. So this morning we'll be reading Ephesians 6:16. So chapter 6, verse 16. The other day I talked about Ephesians being, it's kind of a big picture, an overlook of Jesus. So I am going to hop in here to this morning's verse. Oops, there it is. Maybe here it is. It says, in addition to all of these, hold up the shield of faith to stop the fiery arrows of the devil. Now, my wife sent me this piece the other day, and it was great. It's dealing with and talking about fear. It's, I thought this would be appropriate. It's talking about relationships between people and the entire armor of God. God is our protector. Right? This verse specifically refers to our faith as the shield. You have to hold up that shield of faith to stop those fiery arrows. It's the negativity, the frustration, all of the things that the devil sends at us on a daily basis, which are surrounded by fear. Fear and frustration, anxiety. We have to hold that shield up against all the negative and crummy things that come our way. We hold on to our shield against the missiles that are thrown at us. The devil is constantly pushing stuff into our way. And things like fear of rejection, fear of the unknown, fear that we're not enough. There are all these different fears that permeate into our lives, and you can't say that you don't have fear. That we let the fear of being fearful take us over, and it creates more fear and anxiety. Right? Haven't you been there where it's like, oh my gosh, I'm worried about this, and so that makes me worried about this, and so that makes me worried about this, and all of these things stack up on top of us. And so they overtake us and they destroy our day. And sometimes it's no matter how we start out, we allow that to creep into our lives. And so it sometimes will happen in the moment. You don't even realize it. And so you have to make sure that you've maintained that faith. You keep your faith and you hold that shield up to stop the things that are coming at you. Because when it comes to your faith and the strength that is in that faith, in having the strength in God and Jesus Christ, you hold up that shield, and Christians know that fear and that anxiety and that frustration, those things are only temporary. Right? They are just in the moment, and you don't have to allow that to overtake your entire day. You don't have to allow that to dictate any of your outcomes, because you have the faith in Jesus. So keep true, stay true, keep the faith. Fear is always only temporary. It's always only temporary. Stay turned and tuned into the light, and just remember, faith crushes fear. Faith shields you from fear, and it crushes fear. So that's the message for this morning. Thank you so much for getting up and joining me early. I appreciate it. Remember, I'm doing this every single weekday morning, 6:15 a.m. And I would love for you to join me. If you're joining me live, hi Barbara. I see you're here this morning. If you're joining me live, thank you. I so appreciate it. If you're joining later, then same thing. I would ask, please share a verse in the sidebar that's impacting you. Give the video a thumbs up. Share this video. That's one way we can share the word and spread our faith. And until we speak next, I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day. We'll talk to you soon, everybody.